Oh, you're going? Come here. Welcome to today's October weigh-in video. We have Diego here. Before we start with him, I was just going to give you guys an update about the t-shirts. Firstly, thank you so much for just the overall support. It's just amazing. Honestly, at first I was probably going to order in like 10 shirts, but because of all of your guys' support, I have ordered some today. Hopefully by the end of this week they'll be available. There are still kind of a limited number, so if you do really want one, make sure you get one before they run out of stock. And I will ship worldwide, and I accept all different currencies because I get a payment through PayPal. And when they are available, I'll post on Instagram and Facebook, and maybe in a video I'll let you know as well. So, now on to the weights. Diego, I don't really know why we weigh Diego because he never really changes, but we'll weigh him anyway because he's cute. I think he's going to shed soon. He's looking a little bit dull in his colours. So, last month he was 96. Let's see. Oh my god! He's 101! To be honest, I did think he looked bigger. That's the biggest he's ever been. 101 grams. He's even got an armpit boob. Oh my goodness, Diego. And do you know what? This is what I want to point out with the weights, is throughout the year, I don't change the amount of food I give them or the frequency of giving them food. It's pretty much the same the whole time, but just add variety in their diet. And so these weights kind of just reflect how well they keep this weight on, and I always find in winter they do really well with holding it on. So 101! Wow! So I started the weighing mainly for the girls because throughout the year their bodies go through quite a few changes and their weight certainly changes with it. And usually from the data I've collected over the years, their weight tends to come back to the same as February's weight, how they started off at, in October. So our aim, if we look back at October, she was 64 grams. Last week she was 56. Now, unless she has put on 8 grams, although her tail is looking fabulous, might I add, do you think she's gained 8 grams? She hasn't eaten any more than average? I don't know. I don't know if she's going to make it. Let's see. So we're aiming for 64. She was 56 last week. Let's see. 63. She has gained... Oh my god, she's 63. So if we can look at her graph from... We'll look at last year and probably the year before if I got that data. And this year... Look how similar it is, like in terms of the big dip and then the return to that number that's similar to February. I'm so proud of Gizmo. Wow, 63. Just 1 gram off, but I'm very proud of this girl. Next we have Ziggy. Now as you can see, she's definitely about to shed her skin, so I'm going to do this really quickly. Last February she was 75 grams. And last month she was 70 grams. So all she had to gain was 5. Now, she has been eating very well. I think she looks healthy. She's about to shed her skin. So let's have a quick look. So come here. Come here. Pop this on. Could she have gained 5 grams in a month? 74. Just shy of 1 gram like Gizmo. But I'm happy with that, to be honest. I'm happy with that. I'm pretty sure we've pretty much got back to our February weight. And the last one out of the geckos, or the leopard geckos, is Minnie. Now, Minnie has not been eating as much as the other guys. Because of her eye, she can get easily spooked and she can easily just go off her food. So what I mean is, I'll be feeding her and she is hunting and hunting perfectly, and then just something puts her off and she's like, no, I want to go to a hide now. Sometimes if she really hasn't eaten a lot, I will follow up the next day and offer her food again. But in comparison to the other guys, I don't think she has really gained that much weight. So in February she was 65, which was shocking. And last month she was 55. And prior to that, she went from 49, 50, 51 and 55. Now, the likelihood of her gaining 10 grams in a month, she looks like this. She has eaten, but not as much. She definitely seems to be more interested in worms than cricket some days. So, I don't know, let's see. So, we're aiming for 65. 59 grams. But you know what? I'm totally fine with that, because at least she is gaining weight in a more consistent fashion. If she would have just jumped from gaining 1 gram to then gaining 5 grams and then to gaining 10 grams, I think that would be a little bit, a lot of change in her system would be a little bit strange. So actually, gaining 4 grams is right on point with her, and this might take a little bit longer for her to get back to her February weight, but I think that's totally fine, Minnie. You're doing good. You're doing good. Now for the crested geckos. Now before I weigh her, I just want to say, if you are noticing that your gecko, your leopard gecko, is slowing down this time of year, what you could do if it is getting just too cold is watch the crested gecko video I did the other day with how to raise the temperature in their tank. And you can do that in a leopard gecko tank, but once again, make sure you use a thermostat so you're only raising the temperature away from the heat mat just slightly, so you're just sort of raising the room temperature in their tank, if you get what I mean. Anyway, back to oh my goodness, you're going to the loo! Oh goodness, that is disturbing, isn't it? Right, so last month she was 40 grams. I think she could have lost a bit of weight, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe she's like 38. So let's pop her in. 41. Okay, well that's not bad. You've actually gained a gram. That's all good. Nothing, I never really worry too much about the crested geckos. They seem to be quite consistent. And finally we have Isla. Now sadly there's still no eggs, however just maybe a day or two I put that heat emitter in her tank that I did the video on, and her activity levels already have vastly improved, so maybe that will have a decent effect on her eggs. You can actually see one that pokes out here, and obviously you saw the x-ray in that video, so you can actually see where those eggs are. Now, the entire time we're at the vets, she was going from 34 to 35 grams. I honestly haven't noticed her go to the toilet much, but it is tricky in a natural tank, because if she does go, the cleanup crew tend to just eat it, so eat the evidence, which is disgusting but handy for me. So I don't really know if she has. I can say that whenever I've had her out, and I can have her out for like an hour, she hasn't gone to the toilet. So I really don't know that way. She ate a cricket the other day, that was something, and she will have a lick of the Pangea, but I don't know, I think her weight's probably going to be 34, 35 again. So let's just quickly weigh her. Okay. 33, okay, so it's dropped. So I think my aim for Isla always is to get her to gain a bit of weight, but at the same time we have to watch that she isn't eating loads and not actually getting rid of it, if you get what I mean. So obviously she must have got rid of some of it, but yes. Anyway, so 33 grams, slightly concerned, but hopefully with this heat as well it will just get her to lay these eggs. They're so annoying. If you're wondering whether to get a female or male lizard at all, just go for a male. You don't have to deal with the egg situation. It's so much easier. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have heard bangs going off in the background, it's because we've got fireworks going off everywhere. So annoying. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.